What is up, guys? So someone wanted me to talk about my relationship in particular with Apollo and Hestia. So what I want to turn this into more video of is how to choose your gods. A lot of people feel like they were sitting around waiting for the gods to choose them. I've done a video on this before, but it's worth talking about again for someone who has not seen this or heard this. What gods should we start with, and how do we choose the gods to worship? So back when I started Hellenic Polytheism, when I became a Hellenic Polytheist, I was in the same boat. I kind of wondered where to begin. What God should I worship? And would they listen? So it kind of came natural for me. It was not a calling. I did not feel called or drawn by the gods, but drawn to the gods. And this kind of, again, is a reference to the question of my relationship with Apollo and Hestia. And it worked that way. I was looking and researching into the Greek gods, and I was saying who is the god over what and goddess over what. And for Hestia, what really stuck out to me is how people referred to her as the gentle goddess, that she never turns anyone away. And that just felt really comfortable and a nice place to start. And then you researched her more, you research her more, and I researched her more. She's the goddess of the home and the hearth, and so forth. And what offerings does she usually traditionally are given to her? And I did that, and then it began. I never felt called by Hestia or drawn by Hestia, but drawn to her when I read that she was called the gentle goddess. And what drew me to Apollo? Apollo was the god and is the god of truth, among other things, light, health, plagues, but also what really drew me was when I read God of Truth. I've mentioned this a lot in some of these videos, but you see that I wasn't drawn by the gods, but I was drawn to the gods after researching them and reading about them and what they are, for lack of a better term, over, the god of, the goddess of. So there is no god or starter god or beginner class god to start with, really, unless you feel personally intimidated by trying to pray to Zeus as your first god. And some people feel immediately drawn to Zeus. There's something about Zeus that they want and like, and they feel that connection. Again, I don't personally believe it's a calling, because that's not really a Hellenic Polytheism point of view. You can be drawn to a god, but it's not because they pull you. It's because there's something about that god that connects with you and you want to know more. So there is no beginner god. There's not one I recommend to starting with first. I just say that you open up the books and see what you connect with and who you connect with, and start from there. And just like the previous video, offering water if you can't afford anything else. Researching, if you have the money, researching traditional offerings to what they give. And again, it's not really about what you give, but it's the act of giving is what's important. And the majority of the time, the gods will respond. You just got to have faith in yourself and do it from the heart. And that's the two most important things when it comes to worship: having faith in yourself, not feeling like you're not worthy or that you can't, because your mind will play tricks on you and you'll feel like this is not even a waste of time. This is a waste of time. And what's the point? And all of that negativity in your head is going to affect your experience. So that is my advice to how do you, for lack again of better words, choose a god or goddess that you want to start worshiping or start getting into. And then from there, it just slowly expands. Some people decide that they want to just stay with this one deity. Some people want to get to know major and minor deities in the pantheon. So there you go, guys. Just a little thoughts for today for those who may have not seen my previous videos on the topic. Anyway, guys, talk to you later. Bye.